Hey guys, this is Shawn Sandridge. Thank you so much for clicking on to my channel. Sorry about eating the grapes, but I'll let you in on it. I have to get something in my stomach before I take my medicine. So, I have been gone, but I am back for a minute because I have been sick, really sick. So, first of all, I would like to say thank you for the new people who have subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed some of the videos I've done in the past because I have been, it's been woman down. So I did Real Housewives of Atlanta review last Sunday. I do plan on doing it today. I thought I was going to live tweet because I love to live tweet the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So for those of you who do not already know, you can find me on other social media platforms. You can check me out on Periscope. You can check me out on Twitter, where I like to live tweet, and you can check me out on Instagram. If you have been on Instagram, you would know what's going on with me. So I have been sick. I did the Real Housewives of Atlanta review. Sorry for the glare, it's driving me nuts. I did the Real Housewives of Atlanta review last week. I told you guys I'd come back from Charleston, and half an hour on the plane I was coughing and feeling bad. Had not had any symptoms prior to that, and so I really didn't think anything of it. I thought maybe it was allergies, seasonal changes, you know, because came back to Chicago and it was yucky weather. Charleston was and Myrtle Beach were in the 80s, so I just thought that I just got the crud, the traveling crud. Well, it persisted and it was ongoing, and it got to a point where I couldn't ignore it. But I had too much to do because I came back and I had a lot of work to do because, you know, when you come back, there's work to be done. And then it became Easter, and last Tuesday, my oldest son got married. They had a beautiful old-fashioned backyard wedding at their house, and it was just family. They're gonna have a big shindig in June for, you know, family and friends that couldn't make it. But we did a backyard wedding and it was beautiful. That was Tuesday. Actually, on that day as well, my husband was flying out, so I had to drive him to Midway and turn around, pick up the kids, and then go to my oldest son's house for the wedding and all that. And then in between that, I had cooking to do prior to that. Let's see, Monday before I was sick, and I went and saw Leela James and Daly. Now I had never heard of Daly before, but I am a fan now, and I wanted to see Leela James. All I know is her persona from Hollywood Divas. And I have to say, I highly recommend her show. It was a good time. I saw it at the House of Blues, and I posted some things on Instagram for that. And it was I would see her again. And Daly, he's a British guy, white guy, and he sings a lot of funky neo soul. He does have a song with Jill Scott, and he has a song with, I think, Marsha Ambrosia. I really love his music. If you like Eric Benet, if you like that kind of, you know, smooth R&B, something that you can just enjoy, some good music. He's a great songwriter. I downloaded some of his music when I got back home. It was so funny because I had posted on Instagram my first time ever seeing or hearing Daly, I'm a fan, and they responded back, so that was really nice. But yeah, Daly, D-A-L-E-Y. If you like Jamiroquai, he kind of reminds me of that. He did a really nice tribute to Prince. So yeah, good times. So on that, but I was so sick. I was so sick that day. I did enjoy myself, but I was sick. Let's see. And so it progressed on, and then I could not stop coughing. I had 3 nights where I really didn't get any sleep. And then Thursday night, I had this ongoing, incessant coughing. I could not stop coughing, could not stop coughing. And then the coughing was violent to begin with. And in the middle of the night, I yelled out in pain. because I thought I had cracked the rib. And believe it or not, the first thing I thought about was spilling all the tea when he was talking about um his his journey of his illness. And I know what that feels like now, and it is a pain. It took my breath away of the pain. Needless to say, I didn't go back to sleep after that. This happened like 3 o'clock in the morning. But listening to his videos, that played in my head after I had that coughing. And then when I finally decided to get up, I felt like somebody had done CPR in my chest. And I just decided I couldn't do it any longer, so I went to the doctor. So I have bronchitis, and they gave me antibiotics for bacterial infection. They gave me prednisone, which helped quite a bit. I'm not feeling the pain taking in a breath like I did before. They gave me some cough pills for the day, and they gave me some cough medicine with codeine for night. So I started that on Friday. So I was hoping that I would have enough of it in my system, because I wanted to do the review for Real Housewives of Atlanta. And one of the reasons why I didn't want to go on camera is that I didn't want to spend all my time coughing. I'm still coughing, but not in the way, I mean, it would be distracting, you know. So I didn't want to do that to you guys. So I wanted to at least get to a point where I could have a conversation. I am feeling breathless, but I can get to have a conversation where it's going to be enjoyable for both myself having it and for you guys hearing it. So that is what has been going on with me. I don't think I'll be doing the review tonight, because I will be picking my husband up. He lands at Midway in the evening, and by the time we get home and all that, I won't be able to live tweet. He's going to dictate what he wants to watch, and so it's going to be his night when he gets home, because we haven't seen him in 5 days. So I don't see myself reviewing it, but I will be watching it, and I will do the review maybe late tonight or tomorrow. Don't know. But I just wanted to let you know, fill you in on some stuff. And I'm not going to keep this long. So, hey, look, I didn't get a chance to talk about it, but I got my love mail from Miss Nisi. She hooked me up to go with my Welch's soda. And I actually been using this to make taco salad, because my family don't care that I'm sick. I still have to cook. So I made some taco salad and I used that. And then I got some love mail from Properly Bonafide. Some of you may know as Cemented. She gifted me with a beautiful birthday present, and I don't have the first one. It's a workout top. I just couldn't find it right away, but these right here that I got, this right here is the bomb. Check it out, check it out, check it out. All this color, man. Look at that. See that? I cannot wait to wear these pants. I can't wait to wear them. These, I love them. Now, I will say this. I have felt very self-conscious because of my weight gain, and I think my butt is huge, and the last thing I want to do is print, but I have to say I'm in love with these pants. So I'm going to suck it up, and I'm going to wear a black top, and I'm going to wear these pants. So thank you so much, Cemented, Properly Bonafide, and check her out. She's all over the place. If you don't know where she's at, you can check her out on Instagram. You can check her out on Twitter. You can check her out on Instagram as Twister Weather, Twister, not Twista. And because she's a proper lady, and she's from Oklahoma. And you can check her out as Cemented. Cemented, I believe it is on Periscope, and you can check her out Properly Bonafide on Facebook. But check out either one of those names, Cemented, Properly Bonafide, and she'll pop up. So there you go on that. Yeah, so I have not been on camera. I have been checking the news and everything and watching everybody's reviews and things. So I just want to do some, just some chit chat, some takeaways. So I watched Basketball Wives. It's trash. I mean, I'm like everybody else. Everybody thinks that we're stupid. Now, I may not have a vault like Shawn Bradley, but I do remember with Basketball Wives, the whole non-factor thing between Evelyn and Tammy, and then Evelyn, when she still had her shoe store, she came up with t-shirts. Tammy was going to put like an injunction for her not to sell t-shirts, and then they came up to a truce that she was still going to sell the t-shirts and donate some of the proceeds to Tammy's charity. So all that stuff happened like ages ago. Why is it they're bringing this up like this is like unfinished business? This is the part of reality show that I don't like. Don't play me stupid. So I'm not dumb. I can remember stuff. So that's what makes me mad. Jackie, I think she's full of crap about her and her daughter. For someone who is not talking about her daughter, and her daughter has a completely different version of her childhood and her life with her mother. I personally would not, if I was Jackie, would not bring it up, because there's so much debate that people are talking about now. Why would you bring it up? And then you're gonna go and get all, I don't know, crunk about somebody giving money. Matt Barnes gave money, so did you have a talk with him? Did you talk to him about being shady? He was one of the first people that donated to the GoFundMe. So what are you talking about? You need to fact check stuff before you start going off on people. It's just crazy. So on current events, I've been watching President Trump do his thing. I've been watching the Syrian attacks. I've been watching North Korea. And I say keep plugged into the news. Do not be distracted. I watched the thing with the Easter shooter, and actually I'll even do this because I don't know if he watches my YouTube channel, but I actually did not know about it. The first time I heard about the Easter shooting was from Alexander Rogers. His Periscope came up. I got a notification on his Periscope, and he says, for those of you who are in Ohio, there's a crazy guy shooting. Stay in your house, be careful. And I was like, what's going on? So Alexander Rogers peeped me on it, so I didn't even know anything about it, and it was scary. Condolences to the Godwin family. Horrible to live on this earth for 70 plus years and get your life taken out by a no-namer. Just horrible. And to have the last moments of your loved one's life reposted on social media. Horrible. Like, where is dignity and grace nowadays? So that was horrible. I watched Aaron Hernandez. I don't want to keep this long, but I actually think Aaron Hernandez killed himself. And I say this because I think he had more of an incentive to kill himself than not. At first I thought it was a conspiracy, and I will say this as someone who has been a victim of a loved one who has committed suicide. People will do things that you are thinking that is unlike their character, and people will do things in a manner that is so outside of their character and is so unbelievable that you do not think it's them, but they did it. So I think that if he wanted to kill himself, he could. Size and all that. I've seen documentaries where people have killed themselves off of a doorknob. Really. You have to get over the primal self-preservation. You have to be able to override that to do it. And if you're in a lot of anguish, you'll do it. So I will say that. I think he had more to gain in death than he was to live. And that being said about his sentence being vacated, essentially, expunged as if it never happened, that he would die an innocent man. That means that the family, the victims, can't do a wrongful death civil suit. The NHL may actually have to pay what he is owed. So he had a lot more to gain for his family in his death than living. So I think that I know that supposedly he has gang ties, and there may have been an incentive to be that missing, that loose end to tie up, and maybe he decided to do that out of dignity. I don't know anything about this man, other than reports like everyone else. I think it's horrible, but a lot of people saying that the suicide, it didn't happen. It was a murder, and although he had a lot to live for, there was an incentive to die. And I think that if you think that you put your family throughout this ordeal already, and you're thinking that, you know, life without possibility of parole, he's 27, and when he went into jail, I believe he was 24, and let's just say he's a healthy man, and he could live a long life in jail. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what kind of anguish that would bring to a person. And people say, oh, well, he didn't look suicidal. Well, a lot of people don't look suicidal. It's called resolution. You know, when they talk about the stages of people committing suicide, there is a calmness and a resolution that a person will have when they have decided that they're going to do it. And the best secret is the one you don't tell. So I definitely believe that when he went to court and he got acquitted, but yet there was still this one looming over, I think he made the resolution that he would do it. He had quite a bit of time to read the law and know that if he died, that he would die an innocent man. I think that he may have waited out all of his options and decided, you know what, this is what I'm going to do, because I can't imagine being in jail for 60 years and then have everybody take away what could be to my family. So for his child, she grows up, even though he, you know, people may still deem him a killer, but in the eyes of the law, he's not. So there may have been an incentive to die that we may never understand. The thing about him having a prison boyfriend may be true, maybe not. A lot of people do things in prison that they may not otherwise do outside. So I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, is it a real shock? You know. So there you have on that. See, is there anything else I wanted to talk about? Oh, yeah. Okay, so Iyanla fixed my life with Nefertiti and her husband. Man, that was a two-parter nail biter, I'll tell you that. And I'm not going to do a review. I'm going to just do a takeaway. I ain't mad at Iyanla. I saw Tammy Roman do her little Bonnet Chronicles about, you know, not talking to nephew like that, because it'd be like, Iyanla fixed my face. I don't think she was worried about it. I don't think she was worried about it at all. I do think that, you know, everybody was stuck on the gutter snipe. And I actually thought that Iyanla was pretty cool and controlled about the words that she chose to say. And I also think that knowing who Neffy is, her persona that we've seen on TV, she just met her where she's at. You know, I think that Neffy was trying her best to put her best foot forward, but I don't think that she came to the show to get help. I don't. I do say that there was a lot that I got from it, if you sit back, and that you have to be a whole on your own individually. Everybody that comes to the table as in a relationship has to come whole. He was not whole, she was not whole. Two wounded people come together, one who wanted to be a knight in shining armor and the other one a damsel in distress, attracted to each other. I thought that Iyanla did a very good job of really uncovering the veil of men not having a good, healthy self-esteem. We always talk about women and what women will do with low self-esteem, but there are a lot of men out there that are dealing with women that treat them poorly because they teach people how to treat them. And you couldn't do anything but feel so bad for her husband. He has ownership in it too, but You know, when we talk about men and low self-esteem, you know, a lot of people don't want to talk about that. Tell me, where is their self-esteem when a man takes in a woman who's 7.5 months pregnant, going through a divorce, she has a boyfriend, and then you take her in? That's not self-esteem. That's not saying that I deserve the best partner for myself. That's low self-esteem. Low self-esteem. So I thought that Iyanla did a very good job in someone portraying a man that has low self-esteem. And in all of that, he was kind of browbeaten by his wife. I mean, we may see that in our own individual families where, you know, people will say henpeck, but this is something on a deep, emotional, psychological. It was toxic. It was toxic. And I think that Iyanla paid more attention on uh, her husband because he was more receptive. I think he was open to it. I think he had hit his rock bottom and he really wanted to find peace. He wanted to find love. He wanted to find acceptance. He wanted to find understanding. He wanted to find a way out. It is not normal for a 42, 43-year-old man to have a heart attack when they don't otherwise have any illnesses that would provoke that. That is completely a manifestation of the things that are going on emotionally in his life. And, you know, it was horrible. It was horrible. It was uncomfortable to watch. But I did appreciate what she did to kind of open it. And I think that Iyanla does have a different approach when it comes to reality show people, because a lot of times, like with Sheree, and even when she had Evelyn, we get the persona. And I think for what we see on camera, I think that she has to accelerate the situation and be more upfront in your face, because she has to break through the persona, the representative that shows up that we all see. And I think Neffy was the same way about, you know, are you here? Because she kept asking, are you here to get help? Or are you here for more camera time? Are you here? You know, as if she was still auditioning to try to get a spinoff. And, you know, just like Iyanla said, this is one that may not have a happy ending. I do think that is a happy ending. I mean, from the ending, it said that they were filing for divorce. And I think that at the end of the segment, he was starting to get a voice. I hope for him that he goes and gets some serious therapy, like meeting twice a week for a year, and get some really great therapy to continue to work on himself. And that for Neffy, I hope that she, you know, does some soul searching. I mean, you know, she's not like, she's like a lot of women. I mean, she at least admitted that she jumped from relationship to relationship. She was going through a divorce, pregnant from another guy, moved into with him, who then became her husband. You know, just jumping from relationship to relationship to relationship. And never ever, she said, I don't even know what I like. And, you know, I think for men and for women, there are a lot of people that do not want to be alone. And that, you know, for her, she wanted someone to rescue her. She didn't want to, you know, going into relationship is its own addiction, and not sitting down and taking the time for yourself, especially being pregnant. You know, she wanted the distraction. You know, she's still drinking, and she doesn't want to change. And you know, again, self-esteem. He can't control her. He can only control himself and decide what it is he wants in his life, for his children. You know, going through 3 evictions. How did you manage to be okay with that? That's what I'm saying about low self-esteem. How do you let someone, or how do you put yourself in a situation where you get evicted 3 times? 3 times. And then get rejected again. It doesn't make sense. But if you don't care enough about yourself, you will attract people who don't care about you as well. because you teach people how to treat you. So, I mean, there was a lot of layers in the show. A lot of layers in the show. But it was hard to watch. So, in the comments, let me know what you think about that. I am tired. I am tired. But I wanted to touch base with you guys to let you know I'm around and I'm on the mend and I'm hoping to feel better every day, and I'll be back to normal because I want to work out and I want to lose some weight, and yeah, so that's all that's going on with me. So let me know in the comments what has been going on, what you think about the things that I've said, and I will see you soon. I have my unboxing to do, my monthly unboxing for my glam box. I haven't done that because I really haven't had time to do it, and I have not opened it because I wanted to share it with you guys. So I just wanted to let you know, thank you so much for all the well wishers, all the well wishes that has been given to me about being sick. I want to say thank you so much. I am getting better. I'm not nearly, I would say I'm at 50%, because I can function without feeling like a zombie. But your well wishes are very, very needed, and I'm very grateful for it. So take care of yourself. Enjoy the beautiful day in your area. Take care of yourself and each other, and I will talk to you soon for the Real Housewives of Atlanta review. I will have my late snacks, and I hope it's going to be good. Talk to you soon. Bye.